Absolutely. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's a shift in parenting or if it's a shift in the system. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I do feel like things are just stacking.
Yeah.
And it's you want to be able to juggle, but the balls are on fire and then you have plates spinning on your head, but you're also standing on one leg on a tightrope.
Yeah.
That is what teaching feels at any given time. And for myself personally, a teacher with ADHD, who I'm everywhere at any time. I have post-it notes everywhere because
Hmm.
that's just how I remember something and I have to jot it down. And it's just there are times I feel like I'm drowning,
Yeah.
and then you have to claw your way back up, and you're like, okay, what do I do first? Which fire do I put out first?
Yeah.
Which thing has to get done? What are my priorities? What's going to sit on the back burner for another day because I simply need to just turn off my brain? And that's something I'm learning this year. Like, I'm learning to leave at contract hour, which is something I haven't done.
And that's so important.
It
And that's
absolutely is.
and it's a tough lesson for us to learn because I used to be there 6, 7 o'clock and getting chewed out by Deb, and it's like it's like no, I get
Yep.
it, I get it, but it's like and it's like we get, and sometimes we get those ideas that click, and we're like, oh, we got I'm gonna go
You run
do
with it.
this exactly, and then
Yeah.
I you mentioned that having trouble getting a sub. Why do you think there is a sub shortage, or it's
People
difficult to
don't
get
want to
subs?
teach.
And
People
why do
just
you
don't
think
want to
that
do it.
is?
Combination, I feel like it's the demands of the job and the lack of respect that we have as a profession.
Mhm.
I am so tired of the you're just a babysitter nonsense, or
Yeah.
like, what do you do all day? You sit with kids, especially teaching first graders. Hello, if you have a first grader, times that by 16 and then welcome to
Yeah.
my day. But also, I have to impart knowledge on them and make sure they turn out to be good humans and all of that other stuff. And I love what I do. I absolutely love my
Mhm.
job, but it's taxing and it's not for everybody. And people are realizing just how taxing it is. And they're not even willing to step into the field to see if they can do it.
Do you
And
think
so
that
many people they're just fed up with the nonsense.
do you think it's just a compensation issue, or do you think it's so much more
No,
in and
no.
like, do you feel like maybe it's more to do with we need help rather than
Yes,
money?
yes. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love more money. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
But to feel like when you're behind your door and you close your door that you're not alone, even though you're standing there alone, would be better than, an extra couple thousand a year. I
Yeah.
need to know that I have support. I need to know that when I'm struggling, someone is there to help me. I need to know that if I have questions, they will be answered unjudged, things like that.
Mhm.
Now, this year, not, I haven't really had any issues as far as discipline goes, but I do feel like that is something that is arising. Last year, I had a hell of a year.
Yeah,
Um,
I heard a little bit about that from
yeah.
your colleagues.
hmm
Bless your
It
heart.
was honestly, if I was pregnant last year, I probably would have left because the stress would not have been worth my child's well-being.
Mhm.
It was rough. And to feel like I didn't have the support or the help or somebody who was in my corner. But now that's not to say that they didn't want to. It's
Mhm.
to say that they're putting out fires everywhere
Yeah.
else and they have a list of, priorities type of thing. So there just needs to be more bodies. There's not enough bodies. There's not enough people. There's not enough people. We
Do
are
you,
so understaffed.
do you have a you don't like it seems like only kindergarten, right? They're the only ones that have like a kindergarten assistant.
Correct. They're the
I
only ones
feel
with
like
leads.
every classroom could use an assistant.
Even a half a day.
Yeah.
Even like if they rotated out an aide for half a day
Mhm.
to do just another pair of eyes.
Yeah.
It does they don't have, and if they don't want to do not to teach necessarily, they don't have to do, the actual lesson planning and instruction portion of it, but just another body to sit and maybe calm the overescalated child who is
Mhm.
now disrupting the rest of the class from their instruction, because kids do get overwhelmed and they do need to be regulated and they do need that help.
Yeah.
But I'm one person.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm helping that one kid regulate and I'm just telling my other kids, okay, just take out your Chromebooks, like,
Yeah.
where's the
It's not fair to them.
instruction?
Yeah, it's not
No,
fair to them at all.
no. And again, there's only so many outside support people in the building that can come and be like, hey, can you come, take little Susie for a walk?
But if they're already taking Billy and Tommy and
Exactly.
the other kids for a walk, what is he got he's gonna walk a whole line of kids
Exactly.
around the
And
hall?
you certainly can't let a 6-year-old go do the sensory path down the hallway by themselves,
Yeah.
because I need to watch what the 6-year-olds in the classroom are doing, and I need to watch what the 6-year-old in the hallway does.
Yep.
So there's just not enough people.
We need more. You definitely need
I
more,
really
more support.
think more bodies, more support would be a huge game changer.
What do you think? And is it what you said earlier? Is that like, is it because there's that stigma of, oh, it's this job is just babysitting and I don't want to do that? And
I think that's part of it, but I don't know. There has to be money. Like, there has to be money to hire people that could be an aide. Like, why is that not a thing? Why Virginia Beach is also, I've found they are very like anti-para for kids that could really probably use a one-to-one.
yeah,
And it's not something that necessarily has to follow them till graduation. That could be taken out of an IEP or something like that.
yeah,
But especially in the lower grades, I feel like there are a lot of children, not a lot, but some kids that would have benefited from a para that did not get what they need.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Catch full episodes of the Educators podcast every Thursday at 4 p.m. Real educators with the real issues in education. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, take care of yourself. Jeans passes to anyone who likes, shares, and comments on this video. Have a great week.